freedom reigns supreme. The woke mind virus is dead, and Florida is a solid Republican state.
Hello everyone. In this video I will present you the DeSantis Archetype. The DeSantis Archetype was first introduced in March 2023 and has since received 2 additional waves of support. Let's start with the monsters. DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty. You can special summon this card from your hand by banishing one DeSantis monster from your GY, or, if you control a face-up DeSantis card or Florida, you can banish one DeSantis monster from your extra deck instead. If summoned this way, its level becomes 4. You can only special summon DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty once per turn this way. During your turn, if a card your opponent controls is destroyed by card effect, you can destroy one card your opponent controls. You can only use this effect of DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty once per turn. The original ATK of this card is equal to 400x the number of DeSantis spells/traps that are banished or in your GY. Campaigning DeSantis. This card's name becomes DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty while on the field or in the GY. This effect cannot be negated. Gains 200 ATK for each DeSantis supporters on the field. Top Gov. This card is always treated as a DeSantis card. This card's name becomes DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty while on the field or in the GY. This effect cannot be negated. When your opponent activates a monster effect or trap card, quick effect, you can reveal this card in either one other DeSantis card or Florida in your hand, negate the activation, and if you do, banish it, then special summon this card from your hand. Your opponent cannot activate monster effects in response to this effect's activation. If this card is sent to the GY, you can target one DeSantis monster you control, double its ATK until the end of this turn. You can only use each effect of Top Gov once per turn. DeSantis Disciples, Casey. You can discard this card, add one Florida from your deck or GY to your hand. During your main phase, you can fusion summon one DeSantis fusion monster from your extra deck, using this card you control and other monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. If you control DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty, you can special summon this card from your GY, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use each effect of DeSantis Disciple, Casey, once per turn. DeSantis Disciple, EDOPro. If this card is normal summoned, you can target one DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty in your GY, special summon it, but it cannot activate its effects. You can only use this effect of DeSantis Disciple EDOPro once per turn. Unaffected by trap effects. DeSantis Disciple, Tax Cutter. If you control a DeSantis monster, except DeSantis Disciple Tax Cutter, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you control Florida, you only pay half the LP to activate spells/traps. You can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, it loses 500 ATK/def for each DeSantis monster you currently control, until the end of this turn. Once while face-up on the field, if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can target one DeSantis spell/trap in your GY, set that card. You can only use each effect of DeSantis Disciple Tax Cutter once per turn. DeSantis Supporters. All DeSantis monsters you control gain 400 ATK. During either player's damage step, when a DeSantis monster you control is attacking or being attacked, you can send this card from your hand to the GY, that monster gains 1000 ATK in def until the end of this turn. DeSantis, the Culture Warrior. DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty plus 2 effect monsters. This card's name becomes DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty while on the field or in the GY. This effect cannot be negated. The first time this card would be destroyed by battle or card effect each turn, it is not destroyed. You can only use each of these effects of DeSantis, the Culture Warrior, once per turn. Quick effect, you can banish one card from your GY, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls, have its ATK, also until the end phase negate its effects, but this card cannot use this effect next turn. If this card leaves the field by an opponent's card, special summon one DeSantis, the Culture Warrior, Unleashed from your extra deck. DeSantis, the Culture Warrior, Unleashed. Must be special summoned with DeSantis, the Culture Warrior. This card's name becomes DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty while on the field or in the GY. This effect cannot be negated. If this card would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish one DeSantis card from your GY instead. You can only use each of these effects of DeSantis, the Culture Warrior, unleashed once per turn. Quick effect: you can banish one card from your GY, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls, have its ATK, also negate its effects. Your opponent cannot activate monster effects in response to this effect's activation. During your turn, if a card your opponent controls is destroyed by card effect, you can send one card your opponent controls to the GY. DeSantis, the Energetic Executive. 1 tuner plus DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty. This card's name becomes DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty, while on the field or in the GY. This effect cannot be negated. If this card is used as link material for the link summon of a DeSantis monster, you can treat it as two monsters. You can only use each of these effects of DeSantis, the Energetic Executive, once per turn. You can send one card from your hand to the GY, and if you do, send one DeSantis spell/trap directly from your deck. It can be activated this turn. If this Synchro Summon card is sent from the field to the GY, you can special summon one non-Synchro DeSantis monster from your GY. Super Scion DeSantis. 3 level 4 monsters. Once per turn, you can also XYZ summon Super Scion DeSantis by paying 500 LP and using DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty, that has a level you control as material. Transfer its materials to this card. This card's name becomes DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty, while on the field or in the GY. This effect cannot be negated. You can detach one material from this card, add one DeSantis Destruction Fist or Anti-Woke Wave from your deck to your hand. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck, except DeSantis monsters and Synchro monsters, the turn you activate this effect. You can only use this effect of Super Scion DeSantis once per turn. Armed DeSantis. 2 monsters, including DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty. This card's name becomes DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty, while on the field or in the GY. This effect cannot be negated. If this card is special summoned, you can activate one of these effects. Destroy one face-up monster your opponent controls. Target one face-up card your opponent controls, send it to the GY, and if you do, take 500 damage. If this card is in your GY while you control no monsters, except the turn it was sent there, you can banish this card, special summon one firearm token, machine/fire/level 1/ATK 100/def 100. You can only use each effect of Armed DeSantis once per turn. That does it for the monsters. Now it's time for the spells and traps. Florida. During your main phase, you can add one DeSantis card from your deck to your hand. Also, you cannot link summon monsters for the rest of this turn, except Earth monsters. You can only use this effect of Florida once per turn. Once per turn, during your main phase, you can fusion summon one DeSantis fusion monster from your extra deck, using monsters from your hand or field as material. Your opponent cannot activate monster effects in response to the effects and activations of your DeSantis spells/traps. War on Woke. This card is always treated as a DeSantis card. Add one Smashing Ground and one DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty or Campaigning DeSantis from your deck and or GY to your hand. For the rest of this turn after this card resolves, you cannot link summon monsters, except Earth monsters. You can only activate one War on Woke per turn. Martha's Vineyard Drop-Off. This card is always treated as a DeSantis card. If you control DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty, special summon one illegal token, Warrior/Earth/level 4/ATK 500/def 100, to your opponent's field, and if you do, draw 2 cards. For the rest of this turn after this card resolves, you cannot draw any cards by card effects. Landslide Victory. This card is always treated as a DeSantis card. Target one DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty you control, until the end of this turn its ATK becomes equal to the ATK of the monster on the field with the highest ATK, your choice, if tied. Also, it cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. Also, if your opponent controls a monster special summon from the extra deck, it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects this turn. You can only activate one Landslide Victory per turn. DeSantis Endorsement. Send one DeSantis card from your deck to the GY, special summon one DeSantis monster from your hand or deck, but it cannot activate its effects. Also, it cannot be used as synchro material or link material, except for the synchro summon or link summon of a DeSantis monster. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the GY, if your opponent controls more cards than you do, you can banish this card from your GY, then target one of your banished DeSantis cards, except DeSantis Endorsement, return it to the GY, and if you do, draw one card. You can only use each effective DeSantis Endorsement once per turn. Anti-Woke Wave. This card is always treated as a DeSantis card. If you control a face-up DeSantis card, target one spell/trap your opponent controls, destroy that target. You can only use this effective anti-woke wave once per turn. If a monster is special summoned from your opponent's extra deck, while this card is in your GY, except during the damage step you can set this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use this effective anti-woke wave once per duel. Musk DeSantis Alliance. Activate one of these effects. If you control Musk, Vigorous Visionary, special summon one campaigning DeSantis from your hand or deck. If you control DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty, special summon one Musk, Vigorous Visionary from your hand or deck. You can only activate one Musk DeSantis Alliance per turn. DeSantis Campaign Rally. Discard one card, special summon one campaigning DeSantis and one DeSantis supporters from your hand and or deck. You can only activate one DeSantis Campaign Rally per turn. DeSantis Boots. Equip only to DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty. It gains 500 ATK, also if it attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. If it would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy this card instead. DeSantis United. While you control two or more DeSantis monsters with different names, all DeSantis monsters you control gain 700 ATK. Once while face up on the field, if you fusion summon a DeSantis fusion monster, you can also banish monsters from your GY as material. Once while face up on the field, if you control DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty and known DeSantis Disciple, Casey, you can special summon one DeSantis Disciple, Casey that is banished or in your GY, but it cannot activate its effects. Once while face up on the field, if you control DeSantis Disciple, Casey and known DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty, you can special summon one DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty with 2000 or less ATK that is banished or in your GY, but it cannot activate its effects. You can only use each effective DeSantis United once per turn. Great American Comeback. This card is always treated as a DeSantis card. Once per turn, you can special summon one monster whose original name is Campaigning DeSantis from your hand or GY, but it cannot be tribute or used as material for a fusion, synchro, XYZ, or link summon, except for a DeSantis monster. You must control no monsters to activate and to resolve this effect. Cannot be destroyed, except by its own effect. Once per turn, during your standby phase, pay 700 LP or destroy this card. You can only control one Great American Comeback. DeSantis Destruction Fist. During a duel you special summoned Super Saiyan DeSantis, shuffle one Smashing Ground or one DeSantis card from your hand or GY into the deck, then target one face-up card your opponent controls, destroy it, then, if it was a monster, inflict damage to your opponent equal to have its original ATK. You can banish this card from your GY and pay LP in multiples of 100, max 2000, then target one DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty you control, it gains that much ATK. You can only use each effective DeSantis Destruction Fist once per turn. Don't Fauci My Florida. This card is always treated as a DeSantis card. When a spell/trap card, or monster effect, is activated while you control DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty, pay 1000 LP, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. You can only activate one Don't Fauci My Florida per turn. Pudding Fingers. This card is always treated as a DeSantis card. If you control a face-up DeSantis card, target one face-up monster your opponent controls, its ATK becomes have its current ATK, but it cannot attack directly this turn, and if you do, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. You can only activate one Pudding Fingers per turn. If you control DeSantis, Guardian of Liberty, you can activate this card from your hand. Alright. Well, all of the cards taken care of, let's get over some combos. Endorsement and 1 card in your hand. Activate endorsement, send Casey from your deck to the GY, special summon top gov. Affect Casey, special summon her from the GY. Synchro summon energetic executive. Affect energetic executive, send 1 card from your hand to the GY, set united. Link summon armed DeSantis. Affect energetic executive, special summon top gov from the GY. Activate united. Affect united, special summon banished Casey. XYZ summon Dukers. Affect Dukers, detach 2 materials, special summon Casey from the GY. Affect Casey, fusion summon Culture Warrior. Link summon Little Knight. DeSantis Disciple, Casey and 1 card in your hand. Discard Casey to add Florida to your hand. Activate Florida. Affect Florida, add endorsement to your hand. Activate endorsement, send top gov from your deck to the GY, special summon campaigning DeSantis. Affect Casey, special summon her from the GY. Synchro summon energetic executive. Affect energetic executive, send 1 card from your hand to the GY, set united. Link summon armed DeSantis. Affect energetic executive, special summon top gov from the GY. Activate united. Affect united, special summon banished Casey. XYZ summon Super Saiyan DeSantis. Affect Super Saiyan DeSantis, add Destruction Fist to your hand. Affect top gov, double ATK of Super Saiyan DeSantis. Set Destruction Fist. Affect Florida, fusion summon Culture Warrior. Florida and either endorsement or war on woke. Activate Florida. Affect Florida, add the missing piece to your hand. Activate War on Woke, add Guardian of Liberty and Smashing Ground to your hand. Activate endorsement, send Casey from your deck to the GY, special summon top gov. Affect Casey, special summon her from the GY. Synchro summon energetic executive. Affect energetic executive, send 1 card from your hand to the GY, set Don't Fauci My Florida. Link summon armed DeSantis. Affect energetic executive, special summon top gov from the GY. Special summon Guardian of Liberty from your hand. XYZ summon Super Saiyan DeSantis. Affect Super Saiyan DeSantis, add Destruction Fist to your hand. Set Destruction Fist. Affect Florida, fusion summon Culture Warrior. Affect top gov, double ATK of Culture Warrior. Casey, 1 effect monster in hand, and 1 card in hand. Discard Casey to add Florida to your hand. Activate Florida. Affect Florida, add endorsement to your hand. Activate endorsement, send top gov from your deck to the GY, special summon campaigning DeSantis. Affect Casey, special summon her from the GY. Synchro summon energetic executive. Affect energetic executive, send 1 card from your hand to the GY, set Don't Fauci My Florida. Link summon armed DeSantis. Affect energetic executive, special summon top gov from the GY. XYZ summon Super Saiyan DeSantis. Affect Super Saiyan DeSantis, add Destruction Fist to your hand. Set Destruction Fist. Affect Florida, fusion summon Culture Warrior.
They support open borders, allowing millions and millions of illegal aliens to pour into our country and to burden our communities, but just don't send any to Martha's Vineyard, then they get really upset.